When I woke up in the street, I saw chaos, monsters in the distance approaching the frantic people. A woman with long orange curly hair quickly came to me through the fleeing crowd. Tell me her name is Aislinn, one of the judges in the tower, and she will take me to a safe place. Although I had doubts about what she said, I had nowhere to go because I grew up in an orphanage, so I can only trust her. After all the hardship, we came to a sacred tower where many people were lining up to enter it. I noticed a girl on the team. She was wearing a black robe and her purple eyes were exposed. Sadness and guilt were submerged deep in those purple pools. I sat in the transparent elevator and looked up at the sky. The elevator was going up fast, as if it was rushing out of the smoky darkness into the sky. The sky here is so blue, sacred and beautiful, as if nothing had happened. The sky is so beautiful, but does not belong to me. The tower is dreamlike, and like the glass structure inside is intricately changing like a kaleidoscope, with everything looking like a dream and an illusion. I don't know when I crossed between the junction of reality and dreams before reincarnating in a deep dream, like a hamster running in an endless wheel. Here it is, a lonely and sad forest. Everything I experienced just now is so vivid. The power of evil and violence has become the master of the world. Erupting from the narrow grasp is a huge rock. It has stained the entire sky. As far as I could see, all was melancholy and loneliness. Dead bodies everywhere. There was a fragile purple slowly walking by under the gaze of huge tearful eyes, pierced by a spear. Soon all this forms a deadly black and white forest. Above the bloodlight sky there seems to be a desperate cry resounding across the world. Monsters invade at a fixed time every year. Humans call this phenomenon God's punishment. Only one tower is safe, but only a few people can hide in this tower. To ensure that those people can survive, the remaining people become victims and are isolated outside the tower to draw the monster's attention. I qualified for entry to the tower, but my friend did not, even though she was a kind kid. 2 days ago, when the results of people selected to enter the tower were published, I saw that she was forced to wear a sign as a person being discharged from the tower. I don't know how to face her. When she saw me, her expression was so cold and stiff, although she greeted me. Now she is mad, maybe because she now knows her destiny. I encountered her while running towards the tower. She wrestled me, not letting me go in the direction of the tower. She pressed on my neck, perhaps because of her heightened emotions. She was so strong that I could hardly breathe. I poked her in the eye to escape, but she can be said to be a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. I comforted myself again. Wasn't she to be sacrificed in the first place? Later, I saw she had been trampled to death by a monster at the gate of the tower. If it weren't for me, she could have seen it. Maybe she still would have had a ray of hope for survival. I don't know when I came into this melancholy and loneliness forest. The trees here are so gloomy and monotonous, black and white, like death, without a trace of colour, as if they are to swallow me. I kept looking for the exit from this maze, lost in the vast wilderness. Suddenly, a series of bright yet dimmed lights in the distance attracted my attention. It turned out to be a person carrying a lantern, like a Virgil guiding Dante, like the heartbeat of the strong earth guiding me forward. Gradually, I walked through the forest, passing the end of solitude, and came to a palace of gods. I saw the domed tower here, towering in the clouds, like a sky separate from the sky, with no visible end, only the end of the light as radiant as the sun. Like a sunrise above the sun, it seems to concentrate all the beauty and brightness in the world. Under the shower of holy light, the glory of all things suddenly rise and retreats from the boundless darkness.